Hi everyone, Mel Gabby here, and welcome to the Oracle sessions where I draw a card and utilize the ideas that I have in both psychology, spirituality, and philosophy to talk about the card in more detail and how that might be relevant to something in your life. I don't use them for divination to find out what's happening next in your life, because we all have agency and the capacity to make decisions, and you might have 3 decisions going on today about something that you're considering, and this is about how each decision, different sets of experiences can unfold. But there might be something in the card that helps you think about something that is going on for you, and if so, that's great. So it's a little bit more experimental on my side, but anyone who's been aware of my channel for the last few years can see that I've gone through life phases, and those life phases have included, doing podcasts, reflection videos, travel videos in my camper van, and now my camper van's broke. I'm in my car, and now I'm doing some house sitting for people and exploring places in that way. But this is all about how we create a soul-led life, a life that we love. And so we have to decide what that means. And if we don't know, we have to start unpicking. What do we like? What do we enjoy? What brings our energy down? What brings it us? What makes us feel good? Okay, so the card that I've drawn is Shift Your Perspective. Shift your perspective. That's a really interesting one. I'm going to have to pull out. Has he got it here? Let's have a look. The really difficult thing with these cards is he's not numbered them. So just bear with me a second. That was a very strange noise. Yeah, 84. Because I want to see what Kyle Gray says about these. So the card is Shift Your Perspective. Perspective is a way of seeing and interpreting something. It's a point of view. When you receive this card, it's an opportunity for you to learn about perspective. The universe is guiding you to recognize that is limiting your capacity to see the bigger picture. Sometimes the ego or mind can play tricks on our perception, and that can be faulty. If you are being challenged at the moment or feel that there is a lack of clarity or direction in your life, there's a good chance that the way that you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. So take a moment to step back, ask yourself if you can see the situation from another perspective, and explore whether or not that's your ego, your inner voice, and how that's operating, and whether that comes from lack, and whether that comes from, I have to see it this way because if I don't, it means something else. And sometimes we have to sort of shift our view, whereas things like if anxiety, concern, or overwhelm is playing a part, then that'll impact your mindset. So one of the things that I do when I'm working with clients is we explore where they are on this continuum. So if green is at the end of the continuum and you're feeling really good and the day's going well and pretty much working out okay, and then amber is where you're starting to feel stressed, you may have had a text, something's upset you, but it's not sort of pushed you out of your normal way of doing things or operating. And then there is red, and red is where we go into crises and overwhelm. And when we're in crises and overwhelm, we might think differently. We might go back into an old identity and an old way of thinking, because our earlier thoughts and beliefs about who we are and how we see the world is shaped before the age of 7. So think about how you're willing to see some things differently, and if not, what stops you doing that. And then let me know what you think of this Oracle card pull, if it related to you and if it was helpful in any way. Thank you.